Hey everyone, how you doing? Just wanted to make a quick video on comparing two fedoras in my collection. As you can see, you have the Sylvester Stallone shop version of the Rocky hat. You all seen that a great many times because he wears a version of this in the Creed movies. I made videos on how I curled this, so you all know the story behind this. Very well worn for a couple of years now. And I just wanted to show you this. Today's video is about vintage fedoras and new school fedoras and what's the difference between the two, about new ones and about the old school ones. Now, this one is an old school fedora. It's made back in like the 60s and 70s. Not quite sure who the maker is, but it's from a company called Park Royal Hats. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if they even still make hats or what, but yeah, this hat is Park Royal Hats. I kind of like the design. Kind of reminds you of the actual fedora. Well, it's a gray version, a charcoal gray version of the kind of hat that Rocco wore in the original Rocky 1 and 2 and 5. You know what I mean? And the actual look of it is what drew me towards buying it to begin with. You know what I mean? So it's just a little bit thicker version of the Rocky hat in my view. It's other one, I think the actual Rocky hat was a wool and felt version of it because it was a little bit thinner brim. But yeah, it had the same style though, because as you can see, the actual brim is it's actually curled up all the way around, and it goes like this, so you don't even actually have to curl it, so it comes curled, And the one thing you can say that the new fedoras, as you can see, is, let me see if I can fix the lighting for you guys in this video, because there we go, maybe a little bit better, but yeah, the new fedoras, as good as this looks, it's not going to be an exact duplicate of the old hat, but the old hats, like, okay, here's a better comparison, is that these ones have like a shell and the inside of the hat, a shell, a very delicate shell. Sorry about that. A very delicate shell of cardboard or whatever the fact on the inside of this hat, because when you go to squish it, it kind of usually pops right back in. It pops right back out, as you can see. As you can just tell the way the hat's built, that it's got that old school feel. I think the material that they used, there's cardboard in the actual crown of this, which the reason why I kind of like vintage a hell of a lot better, because I don't think they make hats the way they used to. It's just they don't make hats like they used to, and I don't think they can. You can have one made. You can have. I've tried to get sellers to make the original hat that you see in the movies, and it's none of the makers will touch it because I don't think they can, because the materials that they use for hats like this, they just don't make it no more, unfortunately. And that's why you get this hat, which is a beautiful hat, you know what I mean, just by itself. You know what I mean? The detail is good. It's just, I think if if this crown was like that crown, you know what I mean, a little bit more higher up and a little bit more firm, you know what I mean? You stick this in and this doesn't really come back and all that. I mean, I kind of teased it to make it like that, but yeah, that's just, you know, that's just me being me. Stickler for detail and everything else, but yeah. I'm not one of those guys who buys stuff and keeps it in a display case. I can't do it. If I see it, I like it, I'm gonna wear it. It's just who I am. You know, so yeah. So there is my Powder Royal hat, which I believe is like another version. It's a nice hat, and I got it for cheap. It was like 20-30 bucks off of a website called Etsy. And yeah, as you can see, it kind of reminds me of the Rocky Fedora from the first 2 and 5. But yeah, so that is my comparison for the fedoras on nowadays and the vintage ones from back in the day. Is, you can tell the cardboard in this one, there's more structure in the crown, and this one's a little bit more floppy, which nothing wrong with that. It's just I wish it had more crown. I mean, whatever they had, they put in this cardboard, you know, because I don't know if you, in the Stallone, no, in the classic one made by Kevin McAndrew, there was crumpled up, there was a small layer of cardboard inside the hat. Inside, I'm not going to cut this hat up to show you, but a small layer of cardboard. And the more you use it, the more it crumbles. You know what I mean? Because the more you put it on, take it off, put it on, you know, wear and tear over the years, it's going to be crumpled. So the one you see in the Smithsonian is crumpled because he's worn it a lot of times in the movie, so a lot of handling. So that is my comparison for the fedoras. You know, this is one that I wear, just not much. I probably should start wearing a little bit more in my videos. I'm going to be starting to upload a little bit more as soon as the weather gets better, because there's been a lot of snow in my town, in my city, and I'm going to do a walk around. I'm going to show you the town that I live in, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about where I live. You know what I mean? Ain't no big, you know, ain't no big deal. Ain't no New York City or Philly, but it's a city. I grew up, you know what I mean? The streets love me. I love the streets. So yeah, I look forward to that in the future because that's what I'll be doing. Now that concludes the video for today. I hope everybody liked the video, liked the fedoras, because I love them, especially the one I don't actually wear too much. So yeah, that's my video today. I'd like to thank you for whoever clicks on this video. I appreciate it. I just who I am. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a nice day. Keep punching. And maybe I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Keep punching, everyone. Thank you.